Hey guys, it's DJ with another video in the series on Power Aura setups in WoW. This time showing with my Demon Hunter setup. Next thing we're going to dig into today is how to communicate order emphasis using animation and pulsing. So we've got a little bit of it going on here from the trinket and potion videos. Um, right now it's just sort of showing you what spells can be triggered based on if they're on or off cooldown or have enough energy to be spent. But it doesn't really guide you much in terms of what button should you be clicking at any time. Now this is kind of gets to really just rotation order. You can look it up on Icy Veins, but I'm just going to do a really coarse version of it, and then I'll sort of refine it down the road. But basic priority order is, you want to do the most damage, so make sure the ones that do the most damage have been clicked, and then from there it'll kind of guide you around. So let's dig in. If we have this blade dance that does 6k damage, that should pretty much always be going. So let's set that up. Basically, that's the easiest one. Is if this is up, just make it pulse. So animation main pulse. This one should always be whack-a-mole down. It's a little slow. Crank up the animation speed. Good. Okay, so next up, if that is not going and pulsing, you pretty much want this guy going. Although I-beam is kind of important too. Over 2 seconds. I don't know where it is in the actual rotation recommendations, but let's just make that one pulse too. If it's up, you want that one gone. So we'll go to shifted spells, I-beam, edit, pulsing, and fast. One thing I'm going to do too is, let's see here. Let's make I-beam a little bigger because it should have visual weighting. It's an important part of your arsenal. So let's take it up to, come on, 15%. Is that too big? Yeah, that's fine. It's almost as big as this guy, but let's move it up slightly. Still want to feel like it's the shifted version of it. So 155. Let's do the same with this guy. 155. 15 size. Let's move its label over a little bit. That should be this last one. And let's move it up slightly. Good. All right, so that's sort of the easiest one. So now it's like, okay, that's up, good. Hit him, get him out of there. I don't know where immolation fits into spell rotation, but next thing we want to do is hit this guy, Chaos Strike. And if neither of these are up, we want to essentially build Chaos. So I don't know what the order is between these two, but so we want this pulsing, but only if this guy is not on cooldown, which is to say when its transparent version is up. So let's do this. Power Aura. Primary spells. So we're going to make another copy of this guy. Where is he? Right here. Copy. Primary spells. Okay, so this will be the pulse version of him. We want him pulsing. We want it fast. But we only want it when this is not up, so we need a conditional in here. So under activation, we only want it when the diminished one is up. So if we look at this, is action usable 10 is its tooltip number. So let's stick that into here, and then when this guy is live, this guy will then be allowed to show through. Okay, so now we're going to click 5, and then that guy starts pulsing. It is sorting behind it. Let's fix that. And there we go. It's not working. Cooldown. Let's see. Okay. I'm recording. Alrighty. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, so we want it not pulsing right now. That is not working. So let's examine why. Maybe the inversion thing of this isn't. So let's just sort of copy this guy so we can manipulate what its conditions are. So in this guy instead, we will pair to this one 20. Oh, I never put in the conditional, so maybe that's a problem. 10. Let's delete that for the moment. Okay, good. It is not pulsing. I've got lots of fury, and then I hit the, oh, now it is pulsing. Huh, it shouldn't. And then it should begin. Let's do this too. Action, let's give it a nice zoom in thing. And then it'll grow when it's gone. So why is that? Let's try it one more time. Okay, there it is. This one has priority good. I hit it. And this one should take over. It is delaying slightly, but it is more or less functioning. That one comes back and that one stops pulsing. And they're both gone. All right, so there it is, more or less working. So when neither of those are up, then, and you can kind of chain them together too. You can make like dupes of these inactive ones, and this one points to this one, and only up if that one is not up, and then this one is only up if that one is not up. So I'm not this one. I think okay. So chart 2 8. This generates 40 fury. So you want Fellblade going as much as possible too. So let's make that one just pulse by default. That is a shifted spell. Pulse fast. There we go. Good. I've never been clicking that one. Now that it's pulsing, I probably will. All right, we can hit that guy. Don't have enough fury. Let's build up some fury. Okay, that guy's pulsing. Hit it. Good. So when in the rotation should you do this? Well, it's going to do a lot more damage than that. So this one should be pulsing if neither of these three are on cooldown, I guess. And then this should only be pulsing if like none of it is going. All right, so let's see if we can set that up. So get rid of there, get rid of there. Man, it's bumming me out that that delays a little bit. Okay, so let's set up this guy's pulse priority. Let's see here. So we want a pulsed version of this guy. So we're going to copy it to shifted spells. That's not right. Okay, one second. Back to primary. So it is this guy that we want a pulsed version of. Copy it to there. Edit. Crank it up a level. Pulse it. faster. Good. And we only want that if the other two are off cooldown. So let's do this. So we're going to take a copy of this. And let's go test all. And we're going to take a copy of this guy. And we want, I don't know which one I picked. We want the latent ones, not the main ones. We'll still delete that. We're going to set up a chained conditional here. Okay, copy that. Copy that. Okay. So let's move these guys. I want this sort of ordered backwards because that's how I'm going to present it. So let's copy this again. All right. So now let's just, for just debug purposes, let's present these off to the side a little bit. So there's this guy and this guy. All right. And then let's make them a little more opaque. We'll give these guys 50%. Okay. So now let's stick this guy with the conditional of this. So this is 24. Let's just go all the way, see if it works. Normally I'd debug like one little step at a time, but let's make this pulsing one only happen if this one is it, so its conditional is 23. All right, let's see if that worked. I don't know if it will. Yeah, kind of. That's what it's supposed to do. Why isn't this guy shown? Oh, it's requires a melee weapon somehow. I got rid of my melee weapon. Oh, it broke. Durability. All right. Let's get a bot up here. Repair bot. I gotta exit combat to do that. That will throw a wrench into the works. Okay, we're all repaired now. Good. This guy's pulsing as it should. These two are not ready to go. So we're going to hit that guy, whack-a-mole that guy. This guy's up. So we'll hit it. Okay, these two are showing, which makes sense. This doesn't have enough fury, so it's passing through into this. So let's get my fury up to full. So 5. That one's pulsing. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. So I'm going to burn through my fury. Okay, good. Let's get my fury up a little more. Okay, they're both pulsing now, and they shouldn't be. Yeah, it's okay. So that is kind of functioning. Get that one going. And then when this comes back, this one should stop pulsing. It is not. So something's not quite working right. So it isn't that, so this one should only work if the real one is going. So I think I have the logic inverted. So let's go edit this. So this should show up when this is going as a suppression thing. Is that true for both of these? Let's kill the inverts on them and see if that works. don't quite have the triple chain solution right now. So I'll maybe follow up with it. But you get the idea. It was kind of close, although I'll call it with a bug at this point. I'm going to set the opacity of these down to 0 so you don't actually see anything, but they still operate and do their jobs. So something is making this one pulse when it shouldn't. Otherwise, this logic is pretty decent. So I'm going to suppress that pulsing one for now as well until I get that figured out. But there we go. So there's some of it working, stuff that you want to whack-a-mole. We've got your, oops, hit the wrong button there. Let's go whack-a-mole of this potion. Get that guy going. So now you're kind of in a whack-a-mole of buttons. So that's kind of presenting to you priority. There we go. Got I-beam up. There you go. That is the basics of this setup. Sorry this last little bit didn't work. I'll try to follow up with a fix for that if I figure it out. All right, this is DJ. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.